Hey everyone, welcome back to the Bronze Grade Podcast. This is Lawrence. With me today is Dixon
Yo.
and Jacky.
Yes.
Yes.
You
How are you
speak
guys
it.
doing?
You speak it like sometimes it's somebody else with you.
I mean, with me, with me on this recording.
Because it's always
Yes.
us.
Well, sometimes it's just me and Dixon.
That's true.
Is it? Oh yeah, fine. Yep. I've been busy. I've been very busy.
I mean, we've all been very busy. We've been the last time we had an episode up was 5 months ago. So,
Yeah.
how have you all been doing?
We talk to each other every day. How would you not know what
We had this recurring segment. I don't think you have anything right now, though. Jacky, what are you eating?
I just finished a bag of dried mangoes while I was off camera. So
A whole
you're not gonna see
bag?
it. Yeah.
That's gross. Disgusting.
No, it's not. It's not big. It's like it's a small bag. It's not like it's a snack size bag.
Yeah, it's still disgusting.
No, it's not.
And then this guy
good for
goes,
you,
I can't
isn't it?
eat 5 tenders.
Tenders is filling, man. Mango isn't. Dixon, what have you been up to?
Just work. Yeah, that's really it.
Real work or fake work?
You think everything else that's not what you're doing is fake work, so the answer to that question doesn't matter what I say, so.
Okay, let's cut to the chase.
Let's hop into it. So during this break, Jackie, you got into Game Pass.
Game Pass
right?
under your recommendation.
Yeah, I think we've talked about it for so long, and you just never got looked into it, I guess, right?
Yeah, I should have done it earlier. Let's put it that way. I know you
Okay.
talked about it way earlier. I just didn't do it. But
So I guess can you explain what Game Pass is based on what your experience is?
Yeah, it's a subscription service that lets me play games that are on the subscription service. It works for me because I generally have short attention span, so I like switching games very frequently. So far, I've played quite a few. Not many that I like. Some of them I stuck with. I like how Game Pass sometimes will have day one releases. That's a plus for me. Not like really not like AAA games, but like a lot of indie games. So I've been enjoying it. I've been enjoying it very much. I should have gotten it earlier. I think I would have actually I would have just played a lot more games if I had it earlier.
I think Game Pass is better for you than even getting into Steam. Honestly, I don't remember when you got into Steam if Game Pass was already an active thing.
Well,
though.
you know what's funny? So all the games that I have on that I was playing on Steam is pretty much available on Game Pass. So I could have saved money too. Yeah.
Instead of buying games day one for full price. No, I agree.
Yeah. So I actually end up saving money because the games I would have enjoyed playing on Steam is I would have had on Game Pass anyways, except for a couple, but the games I really like,
the thing is, a lot of the games they've also been adding over time, so not everything's going to be a day one release. I think in terms of the major releases, it would be like the Microsoft affiliate.
All I need is Bethesda.
I think that's under the Microsoft umbrella now, right? So I think they might have early releases.
You guys are such haters. Dixon's like.
Bethesda's like a mid-tier game dev now, in my opinion. Like their games are so buggy. It's not ever a complete game.
Yeah.
We told you before you got into Starfield that it's not going to be as amazing as you thought.
I think
exactly.
they're making. I think they made a few updates to Starfield. Now it's supposedly a better game, right? I think.
Are you going to play it?
No idea.
No. I might. So I think somebody found I forgot where I read this, but somebody was looking up like their metadata on their in the game, and then they were saying like there's gonna be some updates in the future that's gonna actually allow you to do better space exploration, kind of like a No Man's style type exploration. I don't know. So
sure, I don't know if they would do a major update like that though, right? Like unless they have like a DLC planned, I don't see them doing a major update like that.
You know what we should talk about is Star Citizen.
Okay. Hold on. Okay, before we get to that, Jacky, have you looked into pricing for
of what?
Like, in my mind, with Game Pass, there's separate tiers of the subscription. Do you know what the difference is between?
No. So for Game Pass, it's so there's something like Game Pass Ultimate or something like that, and that includes all the PC games, all the Xbox games, and I think it gives you like cloud saves or streaming on the cloud or something like that. I don't have an Xbox. So so obviously that's not what I'm subscribing to. I'm only subscribing to Game Pass PC because that's all I play.
How much is that? You know,
I actually don't know.
Dude, like, what is wrong with you?
I can look it up. No, hold on. I can look it up right now.
What is wrong with you?
Like, Jacky, did you get it on a promotion? Because I know early on they used to do like a $1 promotion thing.
No, I just punched in my credit card. No, the first 2 weeks was $1, and then it just started charging me however much it's charging me.
Okay.
It's like,
because I think it used to be a little bit better.
How much do you pay for Amazon Prime? See, you guys don't even know.
$12.99.
What?
$12.99
a month?
Yeah.
Is it? I don't even know.
Me. Yeah.
Okay, well, I don't know how much I pay for Amazon Prime either. Do you know how much you pay for Netflix?
I don't have Netflix.
I don't.
Disney Plus?
Yeah, $16.99 a month. Why wouldn't I know? It's money. What the fuck?
Okay. Well, it's subscription. Like, who keeps track of that? It's automatic.
People who want to know where their money is going.
It's okay. We don't have to turn this into a finance podcast. It's okay.
Okay. I didn't check how much it was. I just saw it was $1 for 2 weeks, and then it will just automatically charge my credit card a certain amount. I think at the time I probably did the math and thought it was worthwhile.
$79.99.
No,
I don't think so.
It's totally a good deal for you. Like, if you keep buying new games all the time, you're not paying. You know, with your subscription, you're not paying.
I think it's like $10 a month or something. I don't know. It can't be that much. Yeah, it's probably as much as
like. Yeah, I think it's probably 10 to 15 somewhere. Somewhere in that range, right?
I think it's good value. I don't know how much it is. I can look it up, but who cares?
Okay.
Yeah.
So Star Citizen, yes, you were going to talk about it.
Yes. Star Citizen.
I don't remember. Did you actually play it before or after our last recording? It's probably after, right?
After. I've only so they had a free weekend, right? That was like a month or two ago. I forgot. So and then I played during that free weekend, and then it was at the time enjoyable. I wasn't doing much. I was just delivering cargo and earning credits, and then buying shit with the credits. And then I thought that was pretty fun because the ships were really cool. So I decided to commit to the game and buy it. Yeah. I mean, I haven't played much of it, but like the times that I have played of it, it was, the scope of the game is impressive. It's a large game. Yeah.
With how many years it's been in development, I would hope so.
Yeah, like there's not much to do. I was just delivering cargo, but that was it.
So when you bought the game, was there like a special package like with a ship or anything? Like, I don't really know what comes with the purchase.
I actually don't know. So what happened was I Googled like which is the best starting ship, and then I went on, and then when you pick whatever package you pick, you just select it, and then I just went with the ship that everybody recommended. I forgot how. I don't know. It was like $84 or something like that, I think.
No. So when you bought the game, right?
Yeah,
you can select a ship to be a starter when you buy the game, like with actual
no.
money?
You need you pick. No, the price of the game depends on the ship.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you pick like a huge one, I think those are expensive.
Yes. That's kind of the big news item.
So
right?
I picked one that's kind of mid-size. It has weapons on it and it has good cargo space.
Can you buy the game without buying a ship like that? Can
you have
just
to buy a ship.
Oh,
no, the whole game is about the ship, man. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I just wasn't sure if there's a difference between like borrowing a ship with in-game currency or you have to buy a ship. So
no, you have to buy a ship. You have to buy a ship. But like, so you can rent ships. So what I would do, like, I would do a few cargo runs to rack up some credits, and then I would rent like a larger ship to store more cargo to do larger runs to earn more credit, and rinse and repeat. Yep.
I don't know if you would have an answer to this, but is there any like permanent losses to ships that you borrow or your actual ship?
So initially I thought it was like a one and done thing. Like if you crash your ship, that was it, because there's like insurance and stuff involved. Mm-hmm. But I think at the state of the game, they haven't actually enforced any permanent loss of anything. So if you crash I've crashed my ship 12 times, and then the insurance is essentially free. Like you just go, and then there's a wait time though. So each time you crash your ship, you don't get your ship back right away. You need to there's a wait time, and then the insurance claim will get you back your ship. I think when the actual game launches though, it's going to be different, because you're not going to get the free insurance. You're actually going to have to purchase it.
Launches, you say?
Yep.
Yeah.
In 30 years?
The actual game.
It's not launching.
But
it's never.
But
launching.
like right now, it's everything's pretty much free. There's no permanent damage or anything. If you wreck your ship, you just wait like 4 minutes and you'll get a new one. Yeah.
Would you keep playing? Like I know you haven't really talked about it for a while.
So they have actually new content that just in the most recent update, where you can fly to this planet and like kill a bunch of people, do some quests, and I haven't tried it because I couldn't find the planet and I didn't know what to do. But I was watching people on YouTube do that, and it looked really good. And there's like weather effects and shit like that. But I did read that the experience is better if it's multiplayer. So if you have friends playing with you and you're actually doing that particular quest, it's a lot easier. Because I don't even think you can do it by yourself. Actually, it does require you to team up with either randoms or your friends to do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, because I was actually talking with my cousin's fiance like a couple weekends ago, and he also started Star Citizen recently. And
hey, I need a friend. Maybe you should give him my
I can ask him, because he said he's been playing with his friend. That's
even better. That means
that
means I can play with him and his friends. Yeah.
But they're gamers.
I can talk to him, and then he's gonna be like, he's gonna be like, Lawrence, why did you introduce this guy to me? He's crazy.
He just kills the whole team for no reason. And he laughs about it, and he only does he only does dick jokes.
Yep.
Mm-hmm, that's me. Mm-hmm.
So in terms of like the size of the galaxy,
it's huge.
I'm trying to,
because so when I'm jumping from like one area to another area, like I can go make a bowl of instant noodles, come back, and it's still and the ship is still going through the wormhole.
Okay.
Yeah,
and
I'm not talking, and I'm not, and
fly?
Yeah, you can free fly, but if you free fly, you really can't get anywhere.
Yeah.
You have to go into like this warp setup, and then you go through like a wormhole thing, and then you'll get to your destination, like, I don't know, so as short as like 30 seconds, short as a minute. But yeah, you really can't get anywhere if you're free flying, unless if you're flying around that particular planet, because it's not efficient. It's gonna take up so much time. You can, but it's gonna take too much time.
Yeah, no, that part I understand. I'm just trying to see the scale in terms of, I guess, compared to other space games. Like you've played No Man's Sky, right? Or
well,
Starfield,
No Man's Sky is big, but it's a different type of big because I don't think No Man's Sky is as graphic intensive.
Sure, but No Man's Sky also sounds like it's a little bit more. There's more planets for you to.
Well, no, but the thing with No Man's Sky, right? It I don't know how to describe it, but it essentially it forms the planets as you're playing.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, yeah. I don't know. Sure. I don't think that's how it works, but sure.
Yeah. But like, so there's apparently like a lot of planets in No Man's Sky, but yeah. Versus
there's a lot of stuff that's like randomly generated, basically, right? Like there's not a lot of actual content.
Yeah. But in Star Citizen, everything is just kind of like there, like it's just designed there. So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But I will definitely keep playing that game. There's literally nothing to do. The guns are pretty cool. Everything is pretty cool, but there's nothing to shoot.
Yeah. Check back in like 10 years.
No, like I'll check. Like I'll intermittently check their updates, and then if it's interesting, I'll play more.
Yeah, I'm actually surprised you're checking their their game updates.
The biggest problem right now is I don't have any friends that play Star Citizen. So when I'm by myself, I can't really do much because I feel like a lot of the game content requires you to be to have friends or play with somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I'm just limited to like delivering shit.
So why do you think they like? What about the mission structure asks you to have another person?
Like the difficulty of it, I guess, and then it's like there's just some things you can't accomplish without like an additional person.
Okay, I wasn't sure if it's like, hey, if you pay us, $2,000 and have this sick ship, maybe you wouldn't be having so much trouble.
It's like the quest that I was talking about earlier in their update, where you land on some planet to like shoot up like a base. You need like a team.
Okay.
Like
but is this like
you can't solo.
It's not the first person section, right?
No, the first person section is called Squadron 43.
Yeah, it's a separate product, basically.
That one's coming out next year, and it's I'm gonna buy that.
I'll see it.
Not the actual release, but they're gonna do like kind of like a beta thing or something like that, and then you just pay for it. Yeah.
I feel like that's been kind of out. So
this is what, because I was actually looking for it, and this is what happened. So I think like 2 years ago, if you purchase Star Citizen and you add a little bit more money, they would give you access to Squadron, to the single person player one, and then after some time they took the deal off, and so you can't really access the single player game anymore. And but I think in the future they're gonna probably next year they're gonna reopen it again, and then as a standalone, and then you're just purchasing it like by itself. I'm gonna buy it. Yeah, I'm gonna buy it.
Do you know what they would sell it with? Would it be like, hey, you gotta buy a gun to
buy an in-game gun to play? I'll do it. Mark Hamill's in the game apparently.
Dude. By the time that thing comes out, I don't know if they're gonna have like licensing issues with likenesses. Like they've had celebrity like likenesses from like years ago. So I don't know what's happening with that.
We'll see, but but I'm interested to see where how the early single player portion of Star Citizen is gonna look.
Sure.
Yep.
I mean, I'm more glad that you actually got into it, because I needed to know someone who plays it so I can ask some questions about it.
Yes.
We've talked about it for so long.
Yeah. Well, no, see, the thing is, I forgot about the game until like today. So I think tomorrow I'm going to start playing it again.
Yeah. Now that you've gone through the whole Game Pass library, you're going to be like, fine, back to Star Citizen.
No, like what I was saying. I want to do a review of every single Game Pass game, like a 2-minute review.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to do that.
So I guess. Well, did you have anything else to add for Star Citizen?
I think both you and Dixon should buy it and play with me.
No.
Why?
It's a scam.
Why?
based on what you just told us of, there's not much to do. I don't think I'm gonna play.
But the ship is awesome, though.
Listen, I like I said before, I'm happy you enjoy the game, and the game itself is very well made in terms of like graphical prowess and stuff like that. But the fact that the game's been in production for a century is ridiculous. Do you know what I mean?
Yep.
Wait.
Maybe not.
Yeah, for a century, and also there's not much to do.
Yeah, like you're telling me in that time frame, you have not completed a game. And that is ridiculous. It is literally the biggest funded game. Maybe. Oh, yeah. I think it's the biggest funded game. And you're telling me you have nothing to do in the game. Right? To me, that is ridiculous. And the thing is, I know the issue is, I think whoever, I forgot the guy's name, the guy that created Star Citizen or whatever, he's like very, from what I remember reading, he's very much like, he's a frantic developer. Oh, we should add this. We should add this. And then out of nowhere, instead of finishing the game, they now have like 50,000 new things they want to add. And then the game just keeps going on and on and on and on and on. You're not going to be able to chase like the biggest and greatest thing constantly in your game. And that's what it feels like Star Citizen's doing, which is fine. But you should release your game and add updates, right? Like, why is this game still in alpha production? It is wild to me.
Yeah, well, I think at this point, people take it like a release game that's being updated, like, you know.
That's what I think people are kind of treating it as.
People are treating it that way as like huge copium. It's not even a release game. If you're telling me there's barely anything to do in the game, it's not a release game. It's worse than when Thing came out. When oh my god, the other space thing that crashed.
Starfield?
No.
Starfield?
No Man's Sky. When No Man's Sky first came out, everyone bombed it. Right?
Yeah.
And like I said, like,
I don't know, but what you said about...
Go ahead.
Okay. What you said about the lead developer is sort of like, I can understand why Jacky appreciates it, because Jacky likes the little things that don't really matter. And the guy's like all these little ideas where Jacky's like, I appreciate the detail that they're putting into this, all the thought and care to these things that don't actually affect, you know, the actual
game itself,
actual like missions or you know, content.
Mm-hmm. And again, it's not like I'm saying it's...
Jacky would rather them having like, oh, when I go into this planet, they have rain in here. Yeah, they spent like a year on this rain and weather effect here.
Hey, no, the weather effects are actually pretty good in the game.
Yeah, see?
I'm not surprised.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm not surprised. Like,
so...
And again, I was just going to say, it's not like I like think it's like the developers are bad or anything. I just think they just can't focus. Like it, and the thing is, you're still crowdfunding. It's still being crowdfunded. Anytime someone buys it, that's money in their pockets, right? And now, mind you, I don't know if that's exactly what's happening, but I'm just saying in the general sense, right? If the game is released, I'd probably give it a shot, but like, I'm not paying to play the alpha game.
Fair enough.
People like Jacky are the problem.
Hey,
part of the problem.
I'm a sucker for like, you know, graphical intensity.
Yeah, but then can't tell the difference between RTX water and non-RTX water. I mean, ray tracing water and non-ray tracing water.
I still need a game that can actually put my video card to use. Haven't found one yet.
Yeah, I wonder why. What did I say before? No game right now can push 5090. And you're like, 5090 is the best thing in the entire universe.
Everybody needs one. You can't game without it. Next, what's next? What's next on the list? Well, let's move on.
So I guess I was gonna circle back to the Game Pass thing. So you talked about a number of games you played. Are there any standouts that you are playing or have played?
I mean, the game that I've been playing the most of in Game Pass right now is The Alters. Have you guys looked into it at all? No. Or read about it?
I've seen like trailers before, and I've seen a little bit of gameplay, but I don't know too much.
It's by the same company that made War of Us or something like that. War of Ours?
This War is Mine?
This one.
Yeah, that one. Yeah, so it's by that same company. And it's a space survival game. And so it's about, so you're the main character with a mission. I think you're like a space miner or something originally, and you go with a crew to go to another planet. I think the goal is to mine resources. They're not too clear about why you're going to another planet. And then something happens to your spaceship, and then you crash, and the whole crew essentially crash lands on a planet, and then the game starts. And then you wake up from the crash, and you're like, oh, what the fuck's going on? And then find out that everybody's dead other than yourself. And then so you're alive, and your base kind of is still intact. So then you just run over to your base, and then you start surviving. And survival of the game essentially is just gathering resources, and like just fabricating equipment, and then figuring out how to move the base to a safer area to evacuate. So that's the goal of the game. And obviously one person can't do all of that, because you also need to because you need to mine stuff, create stuff, cook food and stuff like that at the same time. So in order to accomplish all of those tasks, you need to clone yourself. And so when you're cloning yourself, you're not really, making a one-to-one copy of yourself. You essentially clone yourself from a different timeline, supposedly. So, for example, your first clone, I don't think you have do you have a choice? You might. I forgot. No, you do have a choice. So your first clone, you can, for example, either select a scientist version of yourself, a miner version of yourself, or like a technician version of yourself. And the game mechanics presents it like you use a quantum computer, and then you kind of just go back to your original timeline, and then you pick where you branch off. So for example, instead of you becoming a miner, you actually become like a doctor. And then so you'll pick that timeline, and you'll clone that character out. And then when the character wakes up, they'll have similar experiences and similar memories as you, the main character, but their occupation is different because they did different things in their own timeline. Okay? I know it sounds kind of wacky, but so as you're cloning the characters, they'll have different occupations and different skills, similar memories. They'll remember your parents, they'll remember the good and the bad memories growing up. But every single clone that you make of yourself will split off in a certain timeline. So afterwards, their experiences will be different after they split off. And so when you're actually cloning them, you're cloning them at the point where their occupational timeline splits from yours. And so that's why you can pick like a scientist, miner, technician, botanist, doctor, for example. And yeah, so you would clone these characters of yourself from a different timeline to do different tasks. And you can assign them to do like mining, and then the doctor can heal people, the scientist does research, and then there's like specific miner that you can send out to mine stuff with a bonus. There's an onboard technician that can repair shit on the ship. But like every single character or every single clone of yours, you can assign to do any task. but if you assign them to do the task that they specialize in, they get a bonus. So if you assign a miner to go mine shit, they mine more things. If you assign if you assign the doctor to like heal people, it's better or something like that. But if you assign the miner the technician's job, which is to repair whatever is on the ship that's broken, then they're less efficient than the technician because they don't get the bonus. And so you have to manage their jobs efficiently and get through the day. And then you don't get the whole day though, because towards the nighttime you get like radiation showers or something like that, and so you have to recall everybody that you sent out to mine things. Sometimes you'll get radiation storms, so you have to prepare for that, and you have to create radiation filters ahead of time. You have to prepare food and cook the food so everybody has at least one meal a day. Because if you don't, then I don't think anybody dies, but your clones get extremely angry, and then they will revolt against you. And if they revolt against you, it's game over. Then you start all over again. So you'll start all over if you die. You'll start over if you get a revolt from your crew, or I think those are the two. Well, I mean, I've only had to restart the game because they revolted against me. But you also need to manage their emotions too. That's the other dimension, because you supposedly have to like play beer pong with them and like watch movies with them to make them happy, and then you got to talk to them when they're sad, and you got to like give them the correct responses to motivate them. Yeah, so it's a fun game.
So I got a few questions based on what you're telling me.
Yeah.
When you choose the clone, right? Choose which clone to clone in. Does that choice preclude you from picking the other one down the line?
No. So you can essentially clone. I think you can clone as many. No. So you can clone one of each of the occupations. So, okay. But for example, in the beginning, you'll only be able to clone 3 of them, and then you'll need to fulfill certain mission requirements before you can clone the 4th, 5th, and the 6th. So,
okay,
you can clone anyone in pretty much any order, with the exception of like the doctor and I believe the botanist. And there's also like a security guard or something like that. Those you can't clone until later on in the game after you fulfill certain mission requirements. But yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is this more of a roguelike type? I don't really know the structure.
It's not roguelike because every single time you restart the game, the maps are the same, and where the minerals are and where all you do the mining sites are all the same. So you'll know exactly where all the sites are. So I don't think that's roguelike in that manner.
Is there a time limit for let's say a full, like from start to finish? I know you might not have actually finished it yet.
So there is a time limit. So for example, if I remember correctly, so you start the game, and then the introductory mission's super easy. You do a bunch of random early things, and then it gets the base moving to a safer area. And then when the game actually starts in the second area, you get a countdown, because I think in the game they refer it to the distance that your planet is at to the sun, and you have to move out of that area before a certain distance from the sun. And so you'll get, like, for example, 30 days. And you need to accomplish all the tasks and move on to another area, or you're gonna get too close to the sun and then you die or something like that.
Okay.
Yeah. So each stage is separated by a certain time that you have to accomplish all your tasks and move along.
Is the time progress sort of a real time or like a number of actions?
It's real time in the sense that it's not like real world time, but it's real time in the sense that it's like a clock in game.
Okay.
Yeah. Because you get a timer. You get a timer on the bottom left corner, and so it's like from 7 a.m. to about 10 o'clock, for example.
Okay.
And then it will just tick away, and you have to, and you only have that much time to accomplish your task before the radiation storm starts at nighttime. Yeah.
In terms of controls, so I've seen just very little of the opening bits, and I saw the cinematic where he sees all his buddies being dead, and I thought that looked pretty badass. The early controls was like behind the back movement, like camera movement, and that was not what I saw from trailers. I always thought it was sort of like it's a side view of the base.
Yeah, so there's two views. So whenever you're in the view, it's the side view. Okay? But when you're outside of the base, it's like a third person. It's like a third person RPG view.
Okay.
Like behind the guy. Yeah.
All right. And do you control just your main character, or you control any of the?
Nope.
clones?
You only can control your main character, but you can tell the crew what to do, where to go, and for how long. Yeah.
Okay. And in terms of the tasks that you assign to each of the clone, can your character also do those tasks?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
So your character can whatever task is not fulfilled, then you just have to do it. Right? So if one person's cooking, one person's mining, one person's fixing stuff on the ship, and then if you have one clone that's injured, that's in the healing bay, then you have to pick up the slack and do crafting.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
How does your character get damaged? Like, if any characters get damaged?
It gets damaged mainly from environmental things. So when you're running around, there are these. So there's like radiation storms. That's number one.
Yeah.
And then there are also like these. I don't know how to explain them, but they're like these live radiation elements, and they travel around the map. And I guess you can kind of say they're like kind of like spirits. And then if you encounter them, it'll affect your health in a certain way. But you can kill them, or you can stabilize them and then extract their element.
Okay.
Yeah. But mainly it's from radiation.
Okay. And that is sort of like the closest thing to combat in this game, I'm guessing.
Closest thing to
like,
what?
Yeah, combat. Like, I don't know if there's actual combat in this game or
there is combat in a sense where you are battling the elemental souls or aliens or whatever you want to call them.
That's what I thought.
So essentially they're just like orbs. They're orbs that are like moving around the map.
Yeah.
And you have to fabricate a certain equipment to kind of stabilize it and then kind of kill it, and then you'll extract the element from the core, from the orb.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. And then you process the element. It's either like rubidium or something. I think it's usually rubidium. Okay. Rubidium is the main resource that's needed to create a clone.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So you need to mine a lot of rubidium if you're going to create clones. And it's also needed for crafting as well. And then there's also organics that you need to mine. Organics go into crafting and food. And then there's minerals, and there's also metals.
Okay.
Yep.
So, do you think you're gonna play a lot more of this game?
I've been playing it pretty much since last week. I've been playing it daily. Yeah, I stopped for about a week because I got other games to play. Yeah.
No, cool.
Yeah. Sounds good.
I highly recommend it. Like, this game, it's not like a large studio AAA game, but from like an indie studio, I think this is a good game.
Well, it's just weird because I think I've seen the poster and trailers and stuff. But the biggest news I heard about this game was that it used AI art.
Yeah,
and I think a lot of people soured on that game because of it.
No, but like honestly, we're just gonna see more of that, and it's an indie studio, so what do you expect?
Yeah. So
okay,
look, to me,
thing, though. You can't say that. Like, what do you expect? Like, indie studios can make nice graphics too.
Yeah, they can, but like I feel like a lot of people are going to start relying on AI to do a lot of things.
No, but that's what people are hating on, right?
Yeah.
Like, they don't like AI doing all this stuff.
It looks good. Like, I mean, you got all these college kids using AI to do their homework.
Yeah, that's why they're failing.
Yeah. No, well, they're losing their critical thinking. A lot of them. That's a problem. There's actually a study done on this too.
But like the game itself just sounds boring, though. I mean, the way you describe it just sounds like I'm doing the same thing over and over again. No.
No, because there's actual missions. There's another element to this where, so there's like a communication area in your base where you go down to talk to people on Earth, and then they'll give you updates. And then they'll assign you missions, and then it'll create a scenario for you where you need to fulfill certain things to move on. So it's interesting. I think it's fun. I'm definitely gonna keep playing it, and I hope I hope they have like an expansion or something like that in the future that adds a little bit more.
It just sounds weird.
Because, I mean, this War of Mine had it.
Mm-hmm. The War of Mine, yeah, I know had expansion. I was gonna say like it's just. Like, to tell me that if, when you, like, run out of time or whatever, you have to replay the game and everything is exactly where it is. Essentially, I'm just replaying it.
Okay,
right?
yeah, no. Yeah, so that's one of the problems I have with the game, is every single time you replay it, I feel like if everything was different, if the mining areas were different, personally, I would find it more enjoyable, because essentially so when I die and when I restart, I'm like, oh my god, I have to redo the same thing over and over again. So that's the feeling I get. But if everything is new, then I would be like, oh, if I'm starting again, maybe I can do it a different way based off of where things are, and maybe I could do better next time or play the game totally differently. But like every single time I die, I would redo the same thing over again because I know where everything is, and then play the game to the point where I died before, and then just do it slightly differently at that point. So that is the hardest part that I have with this game, is you can do everything equally, the same as before, with just slight differences. Because you already know where everything is, which is dumb. That's the dumbest part. Because there are some critical components that you need to find in order to develop your base, and if you already know where it is, right, you'll just go there and you'll get your quantum chips early so that you can clone more clones early in the game. Like you'll know exactly where to find the quantum chips for your quantum computer.
It almost feels like there should be a checkpoint system where, like, you don't have to go back all the way to the beginning when you die. So.
Yeah, well, so there's no save game mechanic. You can only save the game when you sleep. And so, when you die, you can restart where you slept, where you woke up. But, like, sometimes you just want to start again, right? Because you know you fucked up really bad. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But I feel like if it's more randomized, it would make it much more enjoyable.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Let's move on to the next game. Let's do one more game from your Game Pass adventures. Yep. How about Assassin's Creed? You want to talk about that?
Yes. Yeah. Like, I mean, so I've always tried.
This is Assassin's Creed Mirage, right?
Yes, yeah, Mirage,
okay.
yeah. So I've always tried to like Assassin's Creed's game, okay? I've always tried really hard to like them. So, and I can tell you, I've played every single Assassin's Creed that came out, okay? For no more than like 10 minutes.
Stop playing the game.
Yeah. So I tried really hard to like every single one. Actually no, I take that back. I did play Valhalla and Odyssey for around, I don't know, 10 to 15 hours each, okay? But the rest of the Assassin's Creed, I would play no more than 10 minutes of it. But I do, either way, like, I end up getting really bored, or I just end up disliking the game because I just get lost in it because I don't know what to do because it's too big, especially Odyssey. So, but like Mirage, so I've been playing Mirage a little bit I have about 15 hours in the game. No. 10 hours in the game. I like this a lot. A lot better than so far for me. It's a lot better than Valhalla. Because it's more kind of like, it's a smaller game. There's in terms of the gameplay mechanics, it's very much more Assassin's focus. Like, you're actually out there to assassinate targets, and the assassination mechanic is a lot smoother and a lot less clunkier than what you have in Valhalla and like Odyssey. But I like the game because it's direct to the point. It's not big. It's focused in Baghdad, for example. And the missions are very clearly defined. Things are easy. It's just clear. It's an easy to follow game. You don't get lost. Mechanics are good, smooth. The assassination the assassination system is a lot better than the previous two games. But I don't think this is meant to be like a full-on Assassin's Creed game. I think this is more of like a side story type of thing or a side game type of thing. Because of the size of it, I think. But it looks great. Doesn't have ray tracing though, so that's a little downer for me. But yeah, that's other than the no ray tracing part, I think it's I so far I'm liking it quite a bit. Out of all the other Assassin's Creeds. Mm-hmm.
It's weird to me because especially when you say you don't like the older ones, is because this one was sort of pitched as, hey, we're going back to the old Assassin's Creeds.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing. I think I didn't like the older ones because I was like, I would just like not know what to do. Like, it's not really like, yeah, like I would just play it, and then at some point I'd be like, I don't know what to do anymore. Like should I do this? Should I do that? Or should I go here? Should I go here? And then eventually I just lost my focus, and then I don't want to play anymore.
I don't remember that being ever like I ever had any issues like that. Like Assassin's Creed, like most of Ubisoft games, if anything, is too much hand holding.
Yeah.
Too much icons on your map.
Yes, maps everywhere, icons pointing you to where you're going, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, so that's why I'm a little bit confused. That's a problem you have. Like, the other thing is, for me, how I play Assassin's Creed, or like a lot of Ubisoft games, or even like Zelda, the first thing I do or focus on is hitting all the towers, right? So I see the whole map and have all the icons, whatever, as soon as possible. So I think, your opinion.
Hey, but like I might
works,
start
right?
getting bored
That's
of
fine.
this like after I play a little bit more.
I just don't know how much more there would be, because I did hear that this is a much smaller game, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Because there's not much there's not like a lot of random areas for you to go to. It's very like just go here, do this. Yeah. So
I do think narratively it's supposed to tie into, like, the character you play is supposed to be like a major character in one of the other ones. I think Valhalla or something.
Yeah, it does. Yeah. So you play Basim, and so Basim is one of the characters that appear early on in Valhalla, and he's one of the guys that that I think meets up with the main character in Valhalla and brings him in and trains him and shit like that. Yeah. So he's like a Valhalla character that you're playing. Correct. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Are you interested in Shadows then?
No.
Assassin's Creed Shadows?
No.
Why not?
Yeah, I do think that one is more in line with the Valhalla style of Assassin's Creed. I'm a little bit disappointed because
I think it depends on who you play, because if you're playing with Yasuke, then yeah, it's probably clunky like Valhalla. But if you're playing as the other character that
I think the girl.
It's more assassin and it's more smoother or something like that, right? Like from the videos that I've been watching. Yeah.
Like Yasuke sounds like he's much better in combat, like easy mode. Combat easy mode.
Yeah, that's what I read about. Yeah. But he's not definitely not like the assassination type, and he'll like break walls and shit like that. Yeah, but unless if it's like on Game Pass, I'm not gonna like buy it. I'll try it if it's on Game Pass.
I was actually gonna ask if it's on Game Pass yet.
No. If it's on Game Pass, I'll definitely play it. But like, I'm not gonna like buy a game like that.
Sure.
Not interested. Yeah.
Okay. No, good. How much more do you think you have on Assassin's Creed?
Mirage? Mirage? I'll try to finish it.
Okay.
It doesn't seem like it's that long of a game, because, like I said, everything's so far very to the point. So I think this is a game that I can probably finish in I don't know how long it's supposed to be, but probably under 20 hours.
Okay.
I just play a little bit.
Yeah, that's what I would assume too.
Yeah. It's definitely not a long game, so yeah.
It is 15 to 20 hours.
Yeah. I can totally do that. Yeah.
Can you?
I played a lot. I think I'm like halfway there. I don't know. I've never ended an Assassin's Creed before. This might be my first one. Maybe.
It's kind of funny because he's like played all the Assassin's Creed.
Yeah,
you haven't finished.
Well, I think this one is significantly shorter than the other ones. Like even like I remember playing 2, like the trilogy, the 2 trilogy, and each of those were like 40 plus hours for me. Mm-hmm. And even the original Assassin's Creed, which I didn't think was that great, that one was also. I feel like that one I think might have been around the same.
For which one? The original Assassin's Creed?
Yeah, I don't remember that one being that long.
2 is about 15 to 20 as well, actually.
Yeah? Maybe I was doing completionist thing, that's why.
Yeah, completionist would be different if you're doing completionist.
Yeah.
But if you're doing just story mode...
Just mainlining, yeah.
Assassin's 1 is 14 hours.
Yep.
Yeah, so the longest one...
Which one's the best one? Which one's the best? Valhalla's the biggest one, probably. Or Odyssey. It's gotta be one of those.
I think
Odyssey.
Valhalla's the biggest one.
Odyssey.
Yeah?
45. Odyssey is 45.
Okay.
Yeah, Shadows apparently is open world?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, Shadows apparently
I mean, a lot of them... Okay. It's weird to call that... I don't know, because I feel like the other Assassin's Creeds are relatively open world too, right? So
yeah, no, that's fair.
I don't know what that means.
I don't know either. It just showed up on when I was looking at it. Shadows is 30 to 40 if you do regular story. No completionists, which I think it's borderlining or pretty much like every other game.
All right. Well, we'll check back, I guess, when you're finished.
Yes.
Yeah. You want to just call it here then?
Yeah, we can definitely call it here. It's been 55 minutes. It's pretty good.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah. Good. All right. Well, thank you all for listening. Hopefully we'll be back. No, not sooner than 5 months. Yeah. Hopefully it'll be a little bit more regular again. So, thank you all for listening. This has been Dixon, Jacky, and Lawrence. We'll see y'all next time. Bye.
See ya.
See ya.
Bye-bye.